Developing self-discipline is quite challenging, and one of the great masters on this path was the Roman philosopher Marcus Aurelius. Besides his position as emperor, he stood out as a remarkable thinker, leaving us with the Meditations, a treasure trove of intimate reflections and profound ideas. Aurelius was one of the last 5 good emperors of Rome, reigning between 161 and 180 AD. Even under the weight of ruling a vast empire, he made time to record thoughts on self-discipline, offering eternal insights that resonate to this day. The Meditations reveal precious teachings on how to cultivate this essential quality. Aurelius didn't confine himself to distant theories. His words were infused with tangible practices. In his writings, we find a wealth of wisdom that still resonates, like when he shared, "The obstacle becomes the way." This phrase not only echoes his words, but also illustrates how he embodied this mindset in everyday life. For instance, when facing political or personal challenges, Aurelius saw them as opportunities for growth, turning obstacles into steps for personal improvement. Aurelius's life is filled with inspiring examples. His practice of self-discipline wasn't merely an ideal, but a daily reality. Here are 10 of the most important reflections on self-discipline from the writings of Marcus Aurelius. 1. Finding your purpose. Finding purpose is a recurring theme in the human journey, something that Marcus Aurelius, with his enduring wisdom, emphasized when he stated, "Life is short. The only reward of our hard work is to see what you really desire." He constantly reminds us that each of us has a specific role to play, a purpose that gives meaning to existence. Imagine a busy morning. You have a list of tasks to accomplish. Your purpose is to complete them, to achieve a larger goal. Despite obstacles and distractions, your determination remains steadfast, driving you to complete the tasks. This clear sense of purpose is the engine that propels us forward, even when the path seems arduous. Aurelius teaches us that self-discipline arises from devotion to this purpose. If one aspires to become a skilled artisan, it is in the daily practice and constant study that the path to mastery resides, echoing Aurelius's teachings in his Meditations. Similarly, if one wishes to become an eloquent speaker, it is through constant dedication to the practice of oration that such skill is attained. The philosopher encourages us to start, to take the first steps toward our goals. If your purpose is to care for the community, do it with compassion and action, as he did while leading the Roman Empire. If you seek excellence in writing, write tirelessly, just as he recorded his reflections for personal benefit. For Aurelius, self-discipline isn't just about motivation, it's a daily commitment to what is fundamental to our essence. Aurelius's life illustrates this commitment. In his duties as emperor, he strived to achieve the well-being of the empire. Even in the face of challenges, he remained focused on his mission, reminding himself, "Do not waste what remains of your life in thoughts frittered away or on activities unrelated to your purpose." These words not only echo his thoughts, but demonstrate how he applied that conviction in his daily life. 2. Count on yourself. Marcus Aurelius inspires us by stating, "The man who moves towards a goal is a success, even if entangled in problems." Reflecting on Marcus Aurelius's journey as Roman emperor, we envision not just a clear purpose, but also the meticulous formulation of strategies to govern a vast and intricate empire. Similarly, it is vital to devise a detailed plan to achieve our own goals. Self-discipline demands commitment to the smaller steps along the way, even in the face of challenges. It's the persistence, even when we face adversity, that propels us forward. Suppose you aim to become a skilled artisan. Committing to that vision requires consistent practice, experimenting with new techniques, and tireless dedication, even when the results don't meet expectations. Marcus Aurelius emphasized the importance of setting deadlines and smaller goals. These milestones break the journey into manageable steps, promoting continuous progress. This approach reflects how the emperor segmented governance goals, allowing for more efficient administration focused on specific areas. This strategy not only maintains our focus, but also prevents overwhelm, a hurdle to self-discipline. The feeling of overwhelm can lead to procrastination, interrupting our progress. Aurelius reminds us that it is in daily discipline, consistent action, and commitment to our plans that we find true freedom. 3. Be present every day. Marcus Aurelius, in his Reflections, teaches us about the essence of happiness. Happiness depends on three things: being in harmony with nature, being in harmony with time, and being in harmony with others. Marcus Aurelius's life as an emperor is a living testament to this principle. Facing barbarian invasions and internal crises while seeking stability for the Roman Empire, he stood out for his persistence and commitment to ethical principles and stable governance. Aurelius underscores the importance of being present daily, of engaging and involving oneself in daily tasks. He reminds us that building a meaningful life happens one step at a time, and it's crucial to celebrate every small progress along the way. Just as he governed the empire through daily actions and constant effort, we are challenged to work towards our goals every day. The philosopher urges us to build mental discipline through regular practice, maintaining consistent dedication to our vocation or mission. If one aims to become a high-performance athlete, for example, it's vital to attend training and physical preparation regularly, even on days of low motivation. Self-discipline, according to Aurelius, is the art of consistency, the ability to persist even after failures. He reminds us that a slip-up doesn't define our character, but it's our ability to continue, to persevere, that shapes us into disciplined and resilient individuals. Upon waking each morning, remember, each new day is a fresh opportunity to progress towards your goals. 4. Practice voluntary suffering. Marcus Aurelius, in his teachings, guides us through the idea that the best revenge is to be unlike your enemy. In his reflection on self-discipline, he emphasizes the importance of voluntary suffering. Aurelius's life, marked by numerous challenges during his reign as emperor, witnesses his resilience and discipline in the face of adversities. His example shows how suffering shapes character. For Aurelius, voluntary suffering is a way to strengthen self-discipline, involving exploration of our limits daily through choices that confront us with uncomfortable situations. Deliberately imagining facing discomfort, like skipping a meal or going out without a coat on a cold, rainy day, illustrates the practice of voluntary suffering. These seemingly simple actions exercise our ability to deal with scarcity and discomfort. Aurelius instructs us that by practicing voluntary suffering, we develop a deeper understanding of living with less and facing adversity. This practice prepares us for future situations where these skills may be necessary. By becoming accustomed to voluntary discomfort, we strengthen our resilience and discipline, preparing ourselves to deal with more substantial challenges when they arise. 5. Practice the dichotomy of control. Marcus Aurelius instructs us, do not allow your mind to be enslaved by external events. In discussing self-discipline, he guides us to practice the dichotomy of control. This practice involves clearly discerning what is within and what is outside of our domain. Aurelius's life as a Roman emperor was marked by external challenges, but it was his stance towards these events that set him apart. He emphasized that true control resides in our minds, in our actions and reactions, not in external events over which we have no direct influence. Imagine being involved in a crucial project and being interrupted by concerns about events beyond your control. The principle of the dichotomy of control reminds us to assess if we have the power to alter or influence a given situation. If yes, we act. If not, we accept and release the concern. Aurelius instructs us to apply this simple reasoning in moments of distress. If there is no issue in your life, there is no reason for worry. If there is an issue, question if there is something you can do about it. If yes, act. If not, accept and free yourself from worry. By practicing this dichotomy, we strengthen our self-discipline. We do not get lost in distress over what is beyond our control, but we direct our efforts and energy towards what we can influence. It is in this awareness and acceptance that we find serenity and strength to face adversities. 6. Never play the victim. Marcus Aurelius warns us. Do not allow your mind to be disturbed by things you cannot control. Do not enslave yourself to your body or your reputation. Do not be drawn to things that are unnatural. His philosophy on self-discipline warns us against the victim mentality, emphasizing the importance of taking responsibility for our lives. Aurelius's life as a Roman emperor was filled with challenges and adversities, yet he understood that blaming others or circumstances does not lead to personal growth. Instead, he stressed the importance of taking control of situations and our own actions. Reflecting on moments where we used excuses to justify our current situation, we realize that such justifications may be comfortable but do not drive progress. Assuming responsibility is the path to effecting real changes in our lives. Aurelius encourages us to train our minds to resist self-pity and the victim mentality. Even when we are not directly at fault, we should take control and act to correct situations. This is a sign of true mental strength. When we place ourselves in the victim position, we relinquish control over our lives. Aurelius warns us about the trap of absolving ourselves of personal responsibility. Only by taking ownership of our actions and decisions can we truly move forward towards progress and self-development. Just as he dealt with the challenges of the Roman government by maintaining a mindset of responsibility and control over his actions, we can apply this mindset to lead our own lives towards growth and personal evolution. 7. Practice deferred gratification. In his reflections, Marcus Aurelius questions, "So why were you born as a human being? Instead of feeling pleasure, were you made to do and experience things?" The Roman emperor highlights the practice of deferred gratification as a means to delay what is desired in the present, to reap greater benefits in the future. His life was dedicated to serving the Roman Empire, resisting temptations and prioritizing duty over personal desires, a testament to the power of self-discipline and deferring gratification for a greater good. Imagine yourself in a daily situation, such as an office party during a diet. Faced with tempting snacks, there comes a moment of choice between immediate satisfaction and a future reward. Indulgence may offer instant pleasure, but compromises the diet. Conversely, resisting temptation results in greater benefits in the future, like achieving the desired weight loss goal. The ability to defer gratification is intrinsically linked to self-discipline. It is the ability to decline immediate rewards in favor of more significant future objectives. Aurelius reminds us that this practice is crucial for achieving our purposes, prioritizing work and accomplishment over the pursuit of momentary pleasures. By deferring gratification, we invest in future outcomes, foregoing immediate pleasure in favor of more relevant achievements. This balance between immediate desire and long-term achievement is the core of true self-discipline. 8. Ignore the critics. In his wisdom, Marcus Aurelius advises us, do not waste time on what others say or think. It is not important to you. In his teachings on self-discipline, he warns about the influence of critics and the significance we give to negative opinions of others. The life of the Roman emperor was filled with political, military, and personal challenges, and amid these battles, he recognized the importance of standing firm against external criticism and opposition. Imagine following an unconventional path towards your goals, attracting attention and criticism along the way. Aurelius highlights that critics often fear progress and oppose everything, undermining self-discipline if allowed. The Roman philosopher warns us, giving importance to the opinions of strangers is wasting energy. The voices of critics do not deserve to disturb our peace of mind. Instead, we should seek feedback from reliable and respected sources, people whose opinions we value and respect. Aurelius encourages us to ignore persistent critics, especially those whose criticisms are frequent and unfounded. He reminds us not to let the opinions of people we do not know or respect affect our journey or shake our self-discipline. Instead, it is crucial to focus on the opinions of reliable individuals and disregard those who tend to criticize out of habit. 9. Find wise people to mirror. In his teachings, Marcus Aurelius guides us. Seek out people whose behavior is better than yours and strive to follow their example. In discussing self-discipline, he emphasizes the importance of finding mentors and role models to strengthen our own journeys. During his reign as a Roman emperor, Aurelius often sought advice and examples from respectable and wise figures around him, recognizing the value of learning from those who possessed wisdom and self-discipline in areas he sought to improve. Imagine seeking to achieve a specific goal or cultivate a habit. Instead of facing this challenge alone, Aurelius prompts us to identify people who have already achieved what we seek. They could be friends, family, colleagues, or even historical figures who left a legacy of wisdom. Aurelius encourages us to ask, who has achieved what we desire? Who demonstrates self-discipline in this area? These are the people we can look up to as examples and mentors. By associating with them and learning from their experiences, we can strengthen our own self-discipline. The Roman philosopher motivates us to actively seek advice and insights from those we admire and respect for their achievements and self-discipline. By learning from these figures, we can model our own journeys towards the success and self-discipline we seek to achieve. 10. Perform an honest review of your day. Marcus Aurelius reminds us of the importance of setting aside time at the end of the day to review our actions, identify areas of excellence, analyze challenges faced, and acknowledge our mistakes. This daily practice of honest review allows us to enhance awareness of our own behaviors and decisions. Imagine, at the end of the day, questioning yourself, where did I excel today? Where was my discipline tested, and how did I react? Where can I improve, and why? It is essential, as Aurelius emphasizes, not to be overly critical of oneself during this analysis. Finding space for forgiveness and compassion for one's own flaws is crucial for the journey of self-development. Recognizing not only errors but also successes is a vital aspect of this process. Expressing gratitude for the positive actions taken during the day is a way to encourage the repetition of these actions in the future. Studies support the importance of this type of review. Self-forgiveness, instead of constant self-criticism, is one of the factors that drives continuous improvement. Aurelius advises us to balance the view of our errors and successes, thus creating a path for personal growth and strengthening of self-discipline.